In every generation, there comes a person who absolutely refuses to accept limits. A person who looks at what others call failure and just sees a brand new beginning. This is the true story of a man who was openly laughed at by investors, crushed by bankruptcy, and almost completely broke. But he utterly refused to quit until he had changed the course of human history. His name is Elon Musk. It all began in Pretoria, South Africa. Back in 1971, Elon was a quiet boy with thick glasses and an incredibly curious mind. While most other kids were out playing, Elon spent countless hours reading everything from comic books to encyclopedia. At school, he was bullied so badly, he was even beaten unconscious once. But instead of breaking him, that experience forged something powerful inside him, a burning dream to leave. At just 17, he left South Africa with nothing but a backpack and a mere $2,000 in his pocket, heading first to Canada, then to the United States. He had no real plan, practically no money, just one unwavering belief. America is where great things are built. Fast forward to 1995, and Elon dropped out of Stanford after an astonishing 2 days. He and his brother, Kimball, started Zip2, a company that mapped businesses online. Can you believe this was before Google Maps even existed? They practically lived in their office, showered at the YMCA, and worked non-stop, day and night. At night, Elon would code, while Kimball sold their services door to door. After years of relentless struggle, they finally sold Zip2 for a staggering $307 million. Elon made his first fortune $22 million at the incredible age of 27. Most people would have retired right then and there. But Elon, he didn't. In 1999, he went on to found X.com, an online bank that would later evolve into what we know today as PayPal. The idea was simple, yet absolutely revolutionary: sending money through the internet. Investors called it crazy. Competitors openly mocked him. Even his own board fired him as a CEO while he was away on vacation. But when eBay eventually bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, Elon walked away with another $180 million. Yet, he still wasn't happy. Because deep down, his dream was never truly about money. It was always about humanity's future. He famously said, "I could either watch it happen or be part of it." And that's precisely when he made the riskiest move of his entire life. In 2002, Elon sold everything he had and founded SpaceX with one incredibly ambitious goal: to make life multiplanetary. But let's be real, space was, and still is, a billionaire's graveyard. No private company had ever successfully reached orbit before. His first 3 rocket launches, they all failed. Millions of dollars lost. Satellites destroyed. Investors fled in a panic. The press called him delusional, Elon's folly. They wrote in their headlines. By 2008, he had spent every last penny he owned. Both SpaceX and Tesla were teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. He faced an impossible choice: save one company and let the other die. Instead, he saved both. He borrowed money, invested his absolute last dollars, and against all odds, convinced NASA to give SpaceX a crucial contract just days before total collapse. And then, the 4th launch succeeded. For the very first time in history, a private company reached orbit. SpaceX was finally alive. While rockets were burning through his money, another massive dream was taking shape: Tesla Motors. When Elon joined Tesla, electric cars were widely considered a joke. People thought EVs were slow, ugly, and incredibly boring. But Elon had a completely different vision: a world powered entirely by clean energy. Tesla faced what he called production hell, constant battery shortages, and endless mockery from the industry. He once slept on the factory floor for weeks on end, refusing to leave until cars were finally shipping out. Investors practically begged him to quit. Analysts called Tesla a doomed company. Then came the Model S. Sleek, silent, and truly revolutionary. In 2013, it was named Car of the Year by Motor Trend. For the very first time, people actually believed electric cars could be cool. But that success didn't last long. By 2017, Tesla was billions of dollars in debt. Production lines were failing left and right. Elon himself admitted, "I was sleeping on the factory floor. I didn't have time to go home and shower." At one point, he said, Tesla was within single-digit weeks of dying. Then, against all odds, the Model 3 launched, the factory finally ramped up, and Tesla miraculously turned a profit. Wall Street called it a miracle. Elon simply called it survival. Today, SpaceX lands rockets vertically, something once thought utterly impossible. It routinely launches astronauts to the International Space Station and is actively planning missions to Mars. Tesla became the world's most valuable car company, and Elon went on to found SolarCity, Neuralink, and the Boring Company, each with one overarching goal: to change life for future generations. When asked why he takes such insane risks, Elon said, "If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it." He's been called a genius, a madman, a savior, and yes, even a villain. But love him or hate him, he absolutely refuses to stop dreaming. Elon Musk's story isn't really about money or fame. It's about sheer endurance, the incredible power of refusing to quit when the entire world is telling you that you're finished. From sleeping in his office to sending rockets far beyond Earth, to completely reimagining the way we drive and live, his story is undeniable proof that every great leap for humanity begins with just one person who refuses to give up. Thank you so much for watching and being part of this journey. If you found this inspiring, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories of innovation and perseverance. We appreciate your support more than you know.